What's up, guys? Editing Biscuit here, and two things. One, I've noticed that apparently it sounds like I have my microphone stuck up my nose. Sorry about that. Allergies are kind of getting the best of me, and yeah, it's just my microphone was too close to my nose. I didn't realize it. Second, I also noticed that same bug that was happening not that long ago, where you can't see my hot bar or anything, showed up again. Long story short, um, I recently re updated my computer, and well, right B, and it changed a bunch of my settings. So, and I didn't realize it until I was editing. So sorry about that. Uh, yeah. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Hope you enjoy the episode, though. What's up, guys? Beast Geek here, and today we are finally back with some Satisfactory. Now, real quick, I do want to, of course, apologize. It has been quite a minute. Long story short, I'm not going to bore you with details. I had some life stuff happen. So I haven't really been able to make videos, but luckily I have the time now. So yay. Now, just because it has been a while since I recorded doesn't mean I haven't slacked off. As you can probably tell, I have done some off-cam work. One, color. We'll get there in just a second. Two, I've moved these pipes around a bit. That's really all that's changed in this area, though, just the color and the pipage a little bit. I wanted to make it look a little bit better, but sadly, the way I set this up was kind of dumb. So, this is about as best as it's gonna get. Like I said, I kind of set it up kind of dumb, but it works, and that's all that matters, right? Right. So, what we're gonna do? I'll be so glad when we can get a faster way of travel. Boy. But I'm gonna head back to the main area. Just a second. Okay. So now that we're back over here, not much has changed over here. It's mostly just been like the color of everything. The setup is basically the same though. And I've just been kind of letting things go in the background. That's really just mostly all that's changed, really. These, as I was saying, because we're going to need those for that, obviously. And then this is pretty much the same. Now, really, the main thing that's changed is up here. I kind of got us a little bit of a storage for iron plates and iron rods, because we're not going to need a whole lot of those for now. And then I've got them going to this over here. Now this is a awesome sink. Now what this allows us to do is to essentially kind of buy things for coupons. You essentially feed this things that are kind of quote unquote extra, things you're not using at the moment, i.e. these iron rods, iron plates. We're not using the screws at the moment, so I'm sending them over here too. And this gives you these little coupons that you then... Do I not have one down? Seriously? Alright. Well, okay then. That you then use in the awesome shop. Now this allows you to like buy things, like, actually we're probably going to try to get a boombox next to have a little bit of music going. This allows you to buy, like, ornaments, different pipe layouts, all that good stuff. I went ahead and, like, while I was AFK, I went ahead and bought majority of these because they're going to be useful later. It allows you to do these that we haven't really unlocked yet, but we'll get there. Like signs to label stuff, which is, you know, if you've ever seen me in Minecraft, I love to label things. It also allows you to choose different skins, I guess you could say, for foundations. Concrete is kind of like concrete and the asphalt one are kind of like my main two that I like the most, but we'll get there. It also allows you to unlock ramps and stuff, which we haven't quite gotten to yet. Walls, all that good stuff. I honestly, we might have went over this last episode. I forgot. I need to get better, like rewatching my previous episodes and see what we did and didn't do. There's a high probability we went over this last episode, and I just forgot, to be honest. But anyway, so there's that. Now, this episode, admittedly, there's a lot we need to get done, but you know, we only have so much time. So, I forgot where there it is, up here. So, over here, as you could probably tell, I've got this milestone selected for the basic steel production, because we're going to need to get into steel production very soon, because that unlocks us being able to like make steel ingots, etc. And it also allows us to make the next project part, the versatile framework. Now, I've already kind of got a place that I know is really good for this, that I know works very well for making versatile frameworks in a semi-solo playthrough I've already done. So that's probably what we're going to go with. So yeah. So that's why I have that selected. Now, we have actually quite a lot of the stuff we already need. Like I know for a fact we have the concrete and we have the wire over here. Now, same thing with the copper production. I've kind of tore that down. Again, I can't remember whether I did that last episode or not. But if I didn't, as you can see, I've tore that down because we're going to need it for something else later on. Now, I will say, for the amount of items we're about to have to craft, and we're probably going to need more power. Luckily, there's a decent amount of coal over there, so that shouldn't be an issue. But we'll see. Maybe. Because we're already consuming 3/4, if not slightly more, of our power. So we're going to need to fix that soon. Very, very soon. But we'll get there. So we've got the wire, I believe. Now, let me go ahead and add that. Oh, a little bit more wire, which is fine. We have a decent stockpile, which is why I did this. That is exactly why I did that. Just in case, you never know. Now, another thing that kind of took me so long to make this episode is because I was debating on whether or not I wanted to stream it or like make it a regular episode, being that it's been so long and there's a lot we kind of need to get like rolling. I wasn't sure if I wanted to stream doing that or not, but we'll see. So yeah, we're gonna need some of this. Alright, that should be enough for now. And while we're here, we're gonna need, how many do we have on us? 90. Let's just bring another stack just in case, because we need those anyway. We're not making a lot of those, but we're making enough at the moment. We'll probably need to ramp up production of that soon. Oh, I actually grabbed more than I thought. Oops. Oh well. That's fine. And then this as well. Oh, I already had. Whoops. So now the only thing is the frames. So these iron frames right here. Now, these might be a tad tricky. I want to say it's the constructor No, this is this thingy. Right. Alright, so that's okay. This is where, do I have any alternate? No. This is where having alternate recipes comes in handy. So what I might do real quick, do I have that unlocked yet? Let me double check. Hang on. Hello? Oh, I'm an idiot. I knew that. Let's see, I think it's... Which one is it that unlocks the ability to scan for hard drives? I kind of forgot. I thought we were further into this. I guess not. Sorry about that. Hang on just a second. I'm trying to remember which line. Just a second. Okay. So it's the quartz research tree. Okay. That could be slightly problematic. Alright. Yep. Okay. Alright, so for now we'll just make them the old-fashioned way. That's fine. That is 100% fine. It's not terribly hard to make them, luckily. And I don't think we have an alternate recipe for I don't think we have an alternate recipe for the plates. I forgot what they're called. I've completely forgot what they're called. Reinforced plates. Right, I knew that. Where's the nearest quartz, actually? Is it where I think it is? Way in that direction? Oof. No, there's actually some... Yep, in that direction. So 1,000 meters. How far away is it from the coal, though? Okay, I'll worry about that some other time. So this area over here is actually where I'm going to make the versatile frames, because there's quite a bit of iron over here, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And then there's a coal node somewhere over here. No, that's right. I had to draw it from over there. That could be a little tricky, but we'll get there. But right now we just need to work on the versatile frames, or the not versatile frames. The I've honestly forgot what they're called, but I know what I'm trying to say. Hello. Alright, here we go. So, 3. So let me get this situated. Uh-oh. This could be problematic. to clear this out. Let me get this built, and then I'll show you what I'm thinking. Well, it appears I ran out of concrete, so let me go grab more of that. But before I go grab that, let me just show you what I've got going on here. So these, actually I can do this and that and that. Alright, so these right here, there's 4 nodes here, each doing 30 a minute. Let me just double check that. So yeah, 30. And that's combined 120. And if I remember correctly, which I believe I am, we're at Mach 2 belts, right? Yeah, and Mach 2 belts does supposedly 120. I'm trying to remember. I know there's a way to check that. Yeah, 120. Alright, there we go. So, we combine all of these, bring it down here to then separate to where we need it to go. But let me, like I said, I ran out of concrete, so let me go grab more concrete. Hopefully this won't take too long. And then once I've got the concrete and this situated, we shall return. Well, it appears I have once again ran out of materials. You love to see it. This is also taking a little bit longer than I expected. Also, real quick, if you do hear like a buzzing in the background, that would be my air conditioner. Normally, when I stream and or record, I tend to turn that off. However, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's pretty warm, so I'm hoping it's not too noticeable. But if there is like a in the background, that's what that is, and I do apologize. But there's not a whole lot I can do about it at the moment. Okay, so finally I've got the belt system going. So what I've got is this merger. So you've got that one and that one wrapping around. So remember, 30 each, so 30, 60. Alright, so 30, 60. And then these two over here merged. So 30, 60. So this is another 60 coming in for a total of 120 iron per minute. Okay, so keep that in mind. This output should be 120, like a full belt. Like, keep in mind these do a maximum of 120, so that end should be completely stopped, no buffering. But now we gotta have power coming down. So what I'm gonna do for that, and I kind of hope this works the way I want it to, is if I do that, will that reach way over here? Oh, it does. And then, oh, it does. Oh, come on. You can't say that's not dope, right? And then now, let's see if I can do does kind of suck that I've put them all on that side, but I'll figure something out. So if I do one of these maneuvers, it kind of clips, which is kind of what I want it not to do. Fudge. Alright, no biggie. I can do this. I'm just gonna go up and put another one on the other side. So if I just put another one of these on the other side, place, so that shouldn't kill me, hopefully. Just kind of put one right there. So I know in one of the newer updates, you're allowed to daisy chain these, but I don't think I've upgraded this to a new update yet. Wait, hold up. It kind of seems like it was giving me the option there for a second. So how does that work if... I guess not. Never mind. No biggie. We'll just do this. Boop. Bop. Alright. So yeah, I didn't think that I had the update yet. And I don't think I do. Alright, and I'm just going to put another one of these on this side for when we need it. Which probably won't be too much longer from now. Alright, so once those get sped up, these should be 120. So keep that in mind. So now let me come on this side and see what our math is looking like. So our end product, now if you ever decide to play Satisfactory, and this is something I cannot stress enough, if you're watching, lo and behold, you're watching me play it and decide to play it yourself, do yourself a favor. Do not start playing unless you have a plan. Because if you've watched my episodes, you've probably noticed I just kind of do whatever. Don't do that. I can't stress that enough. It can get a little overwhelming, and it kind of stresses me out, not gonna lie. So highly recommend. There are tools, I don't know the name of them right off the top of my head, but there are tools online to help you step by step work through any particular factory you have planned for the future at all. So I highly recommend using those. Don't do what I'm doing. That being said, what I'm gonna do is start from the end. So our end goal are this. So we need 3 reinforced plates and 12 rods. So for 3 reinforced plates, if I was to do reinforced plates, so this makes 5. We only need 3. So let's do 3. Also keep in mind how many this makes. So this only makes 2. We only need 50 at the moment, so that, let's see, 2 per minute. Let's see, 50, so that's 25 minutes, give or take. So being that we only need 50, this won't take, I mean, that's 25 minutes. Alright, so then what we could do is, instead of doing that, we could then, let's keep it back at 5. We can then say, okay, well, if that's the case, we could do, the best thing to do is do the common, the least common multiple, I think is what it's called. Listen, I don't know math anymore at this point, but 3 and 5 have 15 in common. So this would be 3 of these and 5 of these, if that makes any sense. So 3 of these, 5 per minute, that'd be 15, can supply enough for 5 of these. So what would we need for 3 of these? So we would need, that'd be 90 per minute. So 90 that, and a lot of screws. So right now, that's not really in our budget. So what we're gonna do instead is there's a possibility we could probably ramp this up to make 6. That way we can at least split it off and make 2 of these. Because we're already making 5, so that's probably what I'll do. Is we want to try to make 2 of these if possible. Try to have that more centered. There we go. That's better. So that'll at least give us 4. So we want to try to... Do I have any power shards on me? No. Alright. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go grab a power shard and be right back. Okay. So I went and grabbed a power shard. Now remember, power shards are made from these little slug things that you find in the world. So keep that in mind. You definitely need those in kind of mid to late game. Definitely going to need those. So this is now making 6 once we get up and running. But now we need 72 screws per minute and 36 iron per minute, or iron plates. Now this kind of could be detrimental because now let me just do this real quick. If I go back to 3, it kind of stays the same. So never mind. So yeah, we'll just keep it at 6. Okay, so now we need 36, 72 screws. So screws are really your big thing, to be honest. So 36 plates, screws. So now we gotta figure out. Alright, so this makes 30. We need to make 36. Oh, this makes 20, excuse me. We need to make 36. So we would need 3 of these at the minimum. So 1, 2, 3. So, oh, I lied. We only need 2. So that's 30, 20, 40, and this needs to be 16. So that's 36. All right. Needing 30, 54 iron per minute. Okay. And that's just for the plates. We also need to worry about the screws. So let's do this. Let me go ahead and merger to this way. Let me just do this for a moment. Okay, and then that way. So let me go back to plates, and then this will be 16 instead. So let me just double check. 16, 36. Needs 36. Alright, cool. So now we need to do screws. So grab one of these and let's see what the screws recipe. So we do have alternate cast screws, which is actually great. Like really great. This makes 50. Alright. That actually helps quite a lot. Alrighty then. I actually didn't realize we had that. So, yippee. Cool. Cool. So, alright, so what we can do then is could probably actually, so this needs how many? 72? Alright, I can probably do that then. Yeah. Let's see. Let me make another. Luckily, I brought another one just in case I would need it. I hit the wrong button. Hate to see it. Alright. So if I need this to make 72. Right? 72? Yeah, 72. 72. it needs 18 ingots. All right, so let's go ahead and do the math. So this needs 36. So this needs 30, 54, excuse me, 54. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's do a splitter from this way. So, oh, I actually kind of wanted to line that up. Hold up. So ooh, that's not, you know what, screw it, it doesn't have to be lined up. It's fine. I want it lined up with this more than I want it lined up with that. So splitter here. That'll be good. And then you go here. But I want these as Mach 1s. If I remember the button, yeah, Mach 1s. So it'd be like that. Okay. And then, oh, actually, hold up. Before I do that, these need to go into, I just forgot a step. So these need to be cooked first. So these need to go into 2 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here we go. I forgot about this, not gonna lie. Forgot the fact that they need to be cooked first. Alright. So I might have made this a little too compact, not gonna lie. But we'll see. So this there. Hmm. Yeah, I kind of made this a little too compact, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, no, these can go up a bit. Okay, cool. Oh, that's way better. So let's do a... I didn't make it as compact as I thought it did. Cool. Let's do a... splitter. Excuse me. This way. That way. That way. That way. Okay, in, and then 30, 30. This would be iron ingots, iron ingots, iron ingots, iron ingots. So then now, you, because you're doing 30, you come into, actually, let's do this instead. Yeah, let's do this instead. So, you would go, yeah, you would go into this one. You would go into this one. Just making sure, yeah. Alright, so that's enough plates for that. And then this making screws, we'll need this. And then that's the screws done. And then this would be the plates done. I did kind of make this a little too close. That's fine. Oh no, it didn't. That works. Alright, cool. Alright, I actually have a better idea with this one. So if I do merger going this way. Oh, nope. This way. Why are you acting stupid? Oh, I see what happened. It wasn't the machine's fault this time, actually. Why? Okay. And then we'll have them go into a set of splitters. Will I have enough room is the question. Maybe. And actually, technically, I should have had a splitter over here. Yeah. Alright, so you into here. Into here. Into here. And then any overflow should come into this. So let me quickly math. Alright. So 18. Plus 16. Oh, sorry, 24. So 18 plus 24. 18 plus 24 plus 30. Alright, so that should give us a decent amount left over, hopefully. So let's see, that's currently only using 72 per minute. We're making 120. So that's good, actually, believe it or not. The problem is this is going to use a lot of power, but we'll see. There it is. I'm actually going to bring this down because we're going to need one on the ground instead. Oh shoot. Fudge. I think it's that one. Alright, how we looking? Ooh, not great. Not great at all. He says that he keeps adding. Or everything should be powered. The question is, for how long? So we're producing 450. Okay, actually, we're not as bad as I thought. Alrighty then. Good thing about doing a video instead of streaming is I can edit me walking away out. Alright, so as we were doing, now I am fairly certain some of this isn't gonna work 100%. Like there's probably gonna be a little bit of lag time. It's probably gonna get a little overflowed, but we're fine. This is fine. We're fine. Now, I'm sure you noticed, and don't think I've forgotten, we also need iron rods. But hey, remember, hang on, I gotta do a little bit more math. So we need 24 iron rods per minute. 120 minus 72. Well, we're still left with 48 iron per minute at the moment. So let's see how many rods we can make with that. Remember, we need 24 rods per minute, I do believe. Yeah. So, what we're gonna do is, now remember we don't have a whole lot of power left over, so we gotta be kind of generous with this. But rods, so this is making 15. We need 24, so we can use 2 of these per chance. Actually, I should have done this on the other side. Yeah, I might need to do that because this side's running kind of out of space. Ooh, well, this side doesn't have much space either. All right, well, we'll do it then. Oh, not that. All right, we'll do it right here. Move it as close to that as possible. Right there. Alright, but we only need, how many was it? 24, so that's making 30. So 15, 9, right? 15 plus 5, yeah. Alright, and then if I can get a good merger right here into there, and then a splitter coming from this direction into here and here. Now this does not look good. I will be the first to admit this isn't going to look good, but it's going to work, and that's all that matters for now. I'll make it look better later. Alright, so these should be, if I can power these now, please. Oh, this is gonna look so bad, but I just need you to work, please. But they should be getting any moment now. Alright, what's shutting off? Okay, so it's actually these. So eventually we're going to unlock something called a smart splitter, which is going to help a lot with this. But yeah, that's the one bad thing about doing manifolds. It does take a while to start up, but eventually it'll catch up, so don't worry about that. Alright, so speaking of catching up, let's do splitter that way, that way. And again, I am very much aware this is not going to look good, but I don't need it to look good. I need it to work, and hopefully that's what it's going to do. Okay, we should be getting those in here soon. Alright, so now we'll just plop down a, where's it at? Did I not have? I guess I don't. Cool. Glad that's a thing. Where's, oh, I'm just an ignoramus is all. That's all it is. I'll put it over here for now. And then put a merger, which is number 5. Here. Alright, and that's them very slowly, but still automated. Like super slowly. Okay. Now, let me just go by and make sure everything's going. So, let me just revamp my math. So these are producing 30 apiece. So 30, 30, 30, 30, 120, 30, 30, 30, 30, 120. Again, eventually we'll get smart splitters, which will make this process a lot easier. Let me make sure these. Oh, why would I do that? No, like seriously, why would I do that? So these are all getting 30. So then 30, 30. Whoa, why are you? Okay, you are. Cool. 30, 30, 30, 30, 120. Round robin. Some is going into here, making lots of screws. Some's coming into here, making 16. Some's coming into here. Okay. So yeah, it'll all catch up eventually. Yeah, see, this is only, yeah, but it'll get better eventually. It'll take time to boot up and everything. Now, let me check power. Now, again, I'm aware this doesn't look great. I will work towards making it look better off camera. My main focus on camera is to just make sure things work and get things to where it needs to be. The minute details and stuff I can handle off camera. Because admittedly, let's be real. If I was to do the whole making everything look good, these episodes would be 3 hours long, even edited. Like it would take so long. So on camera, I'm focusing on getting it to work, and then details in between episodes. Like for instance, I solely got these foundations right here that way, because I like these better. Like I like the way this looks more than anything, like more than the blue. I love blue, but to me, everything being on concrete just makes it seem better. But me going around, now to be clear, I unlocked the concrete before I did the blue, and I just never got around to changing things from the blue to concrete in between episodes. But I plan on, it's just, if I was to do this on camera, it would get one, really boring, and two, monotonous and stuff. But for me, I love it. but I will save that for in between episodes. Now, let's see how long this is going on. Now we're in 17. If I edit it right, it won't be that long. But I want to at least wait until we get these going. So what I'm gonna do. So let me do math. So we're making. There we go. We're making 4 a minute. We need 50. We have 16. See, we already have 16. Bam. So making 4 a minute. Let's see. That's so 25 is half of that, but we're making 4. Let's see. So 50 divided by 4 will be. Let's see, 25 would be 12.5. So 12.5 minutes, give or take. So 12 and a half minutes, I think. Give or take, because they're not working 100% yet, which hopefully they will be soon. It's just, sadly, with the way things are set up, it's just going to take a minute for it to back up and get the things where they need to be. So yeah, there's that. What I'll probably do between episodes is see if I can add more coal power. Because yeah, that's the thing. Because this is really close. Like we're only like 24.2 megawatts off. Like that's terrible. So yeah, we're definitely gonna need to do that either next episode, or I'll work on that between episodes. So we've already got 20, so we've really only got about 6 minutes left. So I'm gonna, what can we do for 6 minutes? So let me bring up my notes. Let me see what because I'm pretty sure I put in my notes what my idea for today's episode would be. And no, I didn't. Alright, let me do that then. So, Satisfactory. If I can spell. Alright, cool. So, so yeah, there's that. There is that. Oh, doggo. So also, I had to clear out some area over here. Real quick, if anyone's made it to this part of the video, let me know if y'all would like me to stream this. Cause like, I've been debating on it. Cause don't get me wrong, I love making videos and editing. I don't mind it. But I feel like I'm more productive whenever I stream it. Even though, no one might watch it when I stream. That's fine. But let me know if y'all would rather me do that. That way, not only can, if y'all are able to catch the stream, y'all can, like, give feedback immediately. But also, it'd be longer. I'd be able to do more. Because with my ADHD, I just want to go from one project to the next. Like, for instance, while that's running, part of me really wants to go ahead and fix my coal power. But that'll take probably a couple of hours. So yeah, let me know if y'all want me to do that. Because I would not mind streaming this whatsoever. Now, with this iron, what I'm going to probably do... Actually, no, I know what I'm going to do. Between episodes, I am 100%... Actually, I just realized there's that. So we can use that, too. In between episodes, what I'm going to do probably is look for hard drives to get, like... to get alternate recipes, because there's alternate recipes for these modular frames. Is that what they're called? Yeah, modular frames. There's alternate recipes that are way better, and if I can make this better, I would love to do. Excuse me, I would love to do that. So there's that as well. So yeah, but that's probably something I'm gonna do in between episodes, like just go searching for those. But let me know if y'all would want me to stream that, because that wouldn't be a terrible idea. I'm gonna come grab this Mercer Sphere up here. Now, in case I haven't went over it in a previous episode, these Mercer Spheres are actually really useful in the sense that, let me build up to it real quick, in the sense that later on we'll unlock something called dimensional storage. That's what I was trying to, sorry. Dimensional storage, which basically works like an ender chest in Minecraft, that basically allows you to have inventory that you can access anywhere in the world without having to go back and forth from your base or storage system. It's way better. So these are useful, not now, but like mid-game, very useful.
The effigy has no song, only echoes, but is part of a river. Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
Okay. How dare you? And these two iron over here, I have an idea of what I'm going to do with these eventually. Because eventually this is meant to be the spot where I'm going to make those versatile frames, framework frames, whatever they're called. And those are going to need steel. And so I'm going to need iron for that. So that's what I'm going to save these for. Both of these are impure, I believe. Yep. So these are also going to be 30 a pop. Now, eventually we're going to unlock Mach 2s, as in minor Mach 2s, which are going to double the ore output. So these will, instead of do 30, they'll be doing 60 a pop. So that'll definitely help out, but we're nowhere near that yet, I don't think. Wait, there's another Mercer Sphere around here? Oh, I was about to say, Jesus. Alright. Oh, we're so close. Come on. I need to go organize my inventory badly. Alright, we only need 6 more, and then I'm going to unlock that. My goal was to actually, like, set up an actual foundry set, like an actual steel setup today, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that with time, sadly. I have to do that next episode. But like I said, if y'all make it this far into the video, let me know if y'all would rather me stream that, like stream this in general, or like if y'all want me to stream like gathering other stuff or the building process. I don't know, because there's some things I would like to do, but would probably require me to stream instead. Yeah, I'm hoping these will do what they need to do in the background. Come on. I just need 2 more. That's literally it. 76%. Okay, these are almost done. Awesome. Cool. Cool. And we're done. So let's go back to the base. Do I have any? I do. Can I have a doggo? Can I have a doggo? Oh, come on. Poor doggo. Okay, so those are actually essentially this game's version of dogs. You can tame them by leaving the fruits, what are they called? The berries, excuse me, on the ground, and They can bring you items, which is great. Basically, they have one inventory slot and kind of just roam free around the world and can pick up random things to bring to you here and there. The issue with that is that does include uranium, which is useful in game, like later on, but at the moment, it's kind of it's very harmful, as you would expect uranium to be. But let me go turn this in, and then we can. Sadly, I might have to end the episode there, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Well, let me go do that real quick. Alright, and here we are. So we're just gonna bam and skadoosh.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day. Fix It and humanity is relying on you.
No pressure or anything, I'll tell you. Alright, so that unlocked a lot of good gadgets and stuff. So let me go back to it. So that unlocked the foundry, steel ingot, steel beams, pipes, all that good stuff. Let me just double check that we don't have a... Because admittedly, I don't remember... Like if we have an alternate recipe for steel. I don't think we do yet. Wait. Oh, never mind. We already did that. Never mind. Never mind. Let's see. Not that. Not that. Actually, this is what I needed. Oh. I'm just double checking that we don't have... That we don't have a thingy bob. Yes. Yes, indeed. Alright, so this is actually useful to know. So remember, we're making 4 of these per minute. Currently this needs, like, to make 10, it would need 5. So if I was to do 4, if I was to make this to do 4, so that would need 4 minutes. So yeah, we could do 4 of these a minute. Which, I know we need 1,000. And 1,000 divided by... I accidentally closed my calculator because I'm smart. So 1,000 divided by 4 would be 250. So that would be about 4 hours, roughly, right, of AFK. So preferably we would need to double this at the very minimum. Because that's essentially what I did for my other world, is I basically just AFK'd a lot to build these up, or like did other projects while these were building. So that would be divided by 60, about 4-ish hours. Which, to be fair, like, does not require AFKing at all. Like, you do a couple of projects in this game, and that's 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm just double checking the fact, like, seeing if we have a secondary resource. Oh, that requires modular frames. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Alright, so that definitely tells me that as soon as possible I need to get to finding how is this doing? Not terrific. Let me actually get rid of this ore. Yeah, let me clean up my inventory. So that tells me that in between episodes I definitely need to get to looking for the hard drives, which again I've excuse me, I might end up, you know, streaming. I don't know. Maybe, perhaps. So look out for that possibility. But not making any promises. Okay, this actually might be useful. Not gonna lie. I've actually never worked with it. Like, I've never done anything with these trucks, so that could be useful. I'm just trying to figure out what would be good to do next episode. Actually, this would be. But we need to do steel production first. Ooh. Actually, this would be useful too. Blueprints. Listen, I know it might not look like it, but blueprints come in handy like crazy. And to clarify, so blueprints. Ooh, actually, hold up. This might need to be our next upgrade. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, these might need to be our next upgrade. It's gonna need 100 of those, but that's not terrible. But yeah, that's because that gives us Mach 2s, which basically allows us to make more of these, essentially. So that's great, actually. So yeah, we'll probably do that. Yeah, that'll be good. But case beams. So yeah, we'll probably do this next episode. But these are also good. These are also simple. So next episode we'll work on doing this. That's 400, but we've already got a lot of those. But yeah, having bigger storage is definitely, so these two is what we'll work towards next episode, like our main priority. We might not do anything with these, like we might not get to use the minor Mach 2s next episode. We might not automating wire next episode, but I would at least like to unlock these two next episode. But yeah, so that's definitely going to be a must. So hard drives in between episodes is a big must as well. I probably won't be able to do much AFKing, letting things build, because of storage problems, essentially. And this was getting full, like, super duper fast. Like, even though this is leaking quite a bit, pause. Same thing with these. These are actually filling. Oh, I lied. Oh, that's not even what I thought it was. Okay. This is what I was looking at. Oh, okay, no, that's actually got quite a while before it fills up. But yeah, this definitely needs more storage. So what I'll probably do is, I think this is really the only thing where, like, storage wise might screw up. What I'll probably do actually is bring it up here to the thing to get more tickets. Let me actually check on how many tickets we got. See, this is why I would rather stream, because my ADHD gets the better of me. It's crazy, jumping from one thing to another. So we've currently got 4 coupons, which is actually pretty good. See, that's what I might do, is if I do AFK, I'll just add those things to this, essentially. That'll get me more tickets faster, which are actually going to come in handy later on. Like, much later on, but still handy. Alright, so what time we got? 1:38. I don't want this episode to be too long, but also if I trim it right, it'd actually be kind of short as well. Actually, no, that's 100. Actually, alright. So this episode might be a lot longer than the rest, even if I do trim it down, because that's a lot longer than I was expecting, if I'm being honest. I can just put, no, I can't. Just on top of this. No. This isn't tall enough to do that either. You hate to see it. Alright, that'll work. I was really wanting to make a steel production thing this episode, but that'll have to wait till next episode, sadly. But we'll see. So next episode, steel production, and then getting those two things going. So what I'll probably do in between episodes is, like I said, look for more hard drives for alternate recipes, because that's going to be a big thing. But yeah. But and also probably ramping up our power production a little bit. And I'm not going to do like anything like special. Space, just add another coal power plant or two with some more coal to it. I'm not going to try to do too much offline, but you know, at least something to help us out. That way we can actually get to doing stuff, because I feel like we're doing a lot but nothing at the same time in this playthrough. I'll probably work towards making this look better as well, but again, that might be a stream. See what I was saying, how it might take a while, but eventually everything's gonna kind of back up because we're making more iron than we're using. Not by very much, but we are technically making more iron than we're using. But yeah, so that's that. But we'll get there when we get there. But yeah. So yeah, between episodes, like I said, probably add another coal power plant, all that good stuff. Probably definitely gonna do the hard drives though, because like I said, that's gonna be big. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me stream this instead of making videos, or both. You know, do like the tedious things in the stream, like the building, the looking for hard drives, all that good stuff. Or if you just think we're going too slow / too fast, like if you feel like we should be farther into the game now, being that it's episode 5, or if you're thinking, hey, this is only episode 5, what are you doing? Slow down. Well, let me know what you think. Actually, now I think about it, it is only episode. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna probably do a little bit of AFK and let that build up a bit, all that good stuff. But anyway, or at least let it build up while I'm looking for hard drives. I don't know. But with that said, I've got to get to editing this, which might take a while because it is going to be an hour. Holy crap, it's an hour and 41 minutes. But yeah, alright. That being said, this has been Beasky. Have a good day.